The aim of the Full Life Project is to enhance the lives of children and young adults with profound disabilities who have experienced a lifetime of institutional care in Poland. This will be achieved by valuing them as individuals and enabling them through sensory stimulation, social interaction, and physical activity to develop to their full potential. The Michael Roberts Charitable Trust works in the United Kingdom promoting the ability of disabled people through local community-based projects. Its aims and objectives are always to support and encourage disabled people to actively participate in their local community and to enable them to have a voice in the planning of services provided for them. The DPS residential home in Nowa Belize, Poland, has 152 residents with a wide variety of physical, learning, and mental disabilities. Within this large institution, there are a special group of people, mainly children and young adults, who live on the second floor and who get minimum support, spending many hours in their beds on the ward where they live. We call them the 31 people behind the door. Because of the lack of national and local funding, the home experiences low staff numbers and cannot meet the many and varied daily needs of the residents behind the door. Most just manage to be supported in essential daily living needs, such as toileting, washing, dressing, and feeding, and for the rest of the day are left in their rooms with little or no stimulation or support. In fact, one of the biggest barriers the charity has been working to break down is the negative stereotype image and attitude that these people have no value or worth and only need to be cared for until they die. As a charity, we believe each individual person is very unique, no matter how disabled he or she may be, and each have something to contribute to another individual or to the community if given the chance. It is for this reason that the Michael Roberts Charitable Trust developed a working partnership with the Home in Poland to provide effective professional training and support to ensure the 31 people behind the door get the stimulation and support needed to help them develop and grow as individuals. In July 2002, the charity sent over a team of 5 people for 1 week to the home in Poland. They consisted of 2 experienced managers, one working in residential care and the other in day care, both working with people with profound physical and learning disabilities in the United Kingdom. The other 3 people included 2 occupational therapists and 1 speech therapist. Together they spent the week providing sensory stimulation and activities to the 31 people behind the door. In that short time, it was made clear to the visiting team and to the staff at the home of the potential of each individual person living on the second floor at DPS. Look at the faces of each person. Look at the excitement and joy they are expressing. Look at the challenges, both large and small, that they are facing, mostly for the first time in their life. Some enjoyed the moment by relaxing, some by playing with a toy or a musical instrument. Some just could not stop laughing with excitement. The needs of each person were very different. Some just wanted a hand massage. Some to sit in the sun and experience the company of another person. Many experiencing the open spaces for the first time away from the daily routine of the ward on the second floor. All stimulation and activities were structured to each individual's needs. Residents enjoyed the experience of a spa bath that helped them to relax by stimulating their muscles and joints. The bath also helped them to move more freely when immersed in the warm, bubbly water. Bubbles provide good sensory stimulation. Time for fun and games during a busy week of stimulation and activities. And what better way than to play the parachute game with friends and colleagues. Whether mobile or in a wheelchair, all can enjoy the fun where age is never a barrier. Coming together, making new friends with other residents from the home. During the week, work was undertaken to provide hanging mobiles and picture profiles for each resident to display in their room. Here Miriam is making a presentation of a framed picture of the week's activities to the staff on the second floor at DPS. From these humble beginnings, progress was clearly identified with individual residents and the staff team at the home, and a vision was in place for the Michael Roberts Charitable Trust to further establish its work at the DPS residential home in the years ahead. After lengthy discussions and hours of planning, along with some active fundraising, it was decided that the charity would work in association with the Koszalin Baptist Church in Poland and provide 2 Polish activity support workers who would work with the 31 people behind the door. In January 2003, the 2 activity support workers plus 2 staff from DPS visited the United Kingdom to undertake training in working with people with profound physical and learning disabilities. A week later, they returned to Poland and started their work alongside a small team from the charity at the home in Nowa Belize. First priority was to set up a small sensory room, which was provided by the residential home in an old gymnasium. Much work was undertaken by the activity support workers in familiarising themselves with the residents on the second floor and in setting up individual programmes of activities and sensory sessions. Individual time with each resident is so important to help understand his or her needs and structure an effective programme of activities for them. Feeding is incorporated into the programme whilst attending the sensory room sessions. By the end of the week, the sensory room was established alongside a program of activities at the home.
Główną różnicą jest to, że mamy...
During the week, the home had a visit from a Polish TV company who were very interested in the charity's work with residents behind the door. This new approach to working with people with profound disabilities in Poland was gaining national attention.
Bardzo łatwo nawiązują przyjaźń i kontakt, bez względu na rodzaj upośledzenia. Pracują z najtrudniejszymi naszymi przypadkami.
It is important that this work continues and that the 31 people behind the door continue to receive sensory stimulation as part of their daily activity programs. To achieve this, we need to raise £6,000 each year, which will support the salaries of the 2 activity support workers and provide the ongoing training and support for the charity's work in Poland. You can help us make a real difference in the lives of these very special people. If you can help, please contact Gary Knott at the MRCT office.